of a laughter. Okay, Rock Raider, are you ready for the next bit?
Okay, welcome back. We're just doing more Rock Raiders and stuff. I need to do some farming again for crystals. This is what happens when you give me a game and give me money in it that can be used to buy stuff. I normally go absolutely nuts. So I'm going to try speedrunning this level a little bit. I say speedrun, but we've got to collect everything as quickly as we can. Let's get everybody in here. This is the other version that's a little bit more stable of the game, so hopefully we'll be good. Oh boy. Come on now. I don't know whether I've got everybody down here or not now. I know this, because this is a more stable build, it has the tunnel spiders in and stuff. Always fun. Hey Emma. Very sneaky. I didn't even really want to do a sneaky stream, it was just kind of like improv. I want to do this and a bit of my Undertale animation, so I was like, I'll do a little bit of a mission on this and see whether I can farm some more energy crystals so I can buy stuff for everybody. Ah, here we go though. This is the same level I did the last time. It's just doing the similar stuff. Gonna be using similar vehicles and things. Try and get it done super quick. Hey, proof. Or at least try and do it quicker. The idea is I want tunnel transports to be able to get around the rest of the place and pick up all the crystals. But yeah, how's everybody doing? How's everybody doing? Can't wait for 1.0 to come out of this, seriously. Oh, there we go. We'll do that way instead. Hopefully the audio is fine. Hopefully. I guess I'll find out if anybody responds to me. Nope. Proof or Ember? Oh, you sound fine. Okay, that's good. That's good. I was just wondering whether it had done that weird goofy thing where I start a stream and the next thing I know my audio is screwed. At least someone just waking up from a food coma. Ooh, what did you end up having, Ember? Just put that there. Honestly, I enjoyed doing the stream the other night for Crossfire. I found that really funny. Ember had everything. That reminds me, let's see if anybody else wants in on this. If I just put it out to everybody and be like, there we go. Yeah, there's a load of things that I wanted to do recently, but it's just like, I'll just jump on Rock Raiders again. Me and this game, man. I'm loving it so much right now. Chicken thigh fillet, fried in breading, and got parmesan mixed in. Ground pork, veggies, and taquitos. Classic red sauce. Ooh, nice. I ended up having fish and chips before from a new place that I went to. And literally, they give it me in a box, and the entire thing is like the size of my arm from my tip of my middle finger to my elbow. And Jesus Christ, I feel really bloated after it now. So yeah, it was really nice and fresh, and crispy and everything. But yeah, I feel bloated. I feel very bloated. Don't like that, but I'm gonna be lurking and playing some Parasite Eve, says Ultras. Dude, the first one and the second, we don't speak of the third one. That's amazing you had that kind of serving. Yeah, I was telling Jen about it later on, and Jen was like, dude, that's a big serving. And I was like, I didn't realize. I was just kind of like chilling. Do you actually cook for yourself, or do you order out? I cook for myself. Or rather, I cook for us when we have stuff in. We didn't plan for, obviously, having the kid right now, and then having Jen and the kid in hospital for a couple of days, just to make sure things were fine. So because they're still in hospital, I'm just, like, going getting takeout every now and again, just to make it easy on myself. Because we literally have nothing in. We've not ordered anything in. We were going to, and then things happened. So yeah, I'm having to survive on takeaway at the moment. Parasite Eve 1, tier is kind of meh, really bland, says Ultras. Oh, let's see. Oh, there we go. So yeah, if we actually had stuff in, I'd be making stuff for myself. Because there's no point in just going and getting takeaway all the time, you know? Okay. I hope Parasite Eve gets remakes. If they do, the original one on PlayStation 1 will probably skyrocket in price. Apparently MGS3 is getting a remake without Kojima. I don't think it'll be the same because of, you know, it not being Kojima doing it. It's going to be interesting to see if it actually succeeds. MGS without Kojima is not MGS, indeed. I think a lot of people are going to think like that, but a lot of people are still going to buy it anyway, you know. There's the super teleport. Super teleport! As long as I can get the tunnel transport in here, like, super fast, then we're good. Dude, can we just... There we go. I doubt it'll go well without Kojima if they try and do anything too different. So, there's two ways they could do it. They could remake it and do it a little bit differently, a bit like Resi 4 at the moment. Or, they could play it safe and remake it completely. And just up-res the graphics. What's the objective of this game? Collect energy crystals, collect rocks, and try and complete the individual levels that all have their own, like, threats and setup and stuff. Normally at the beginning, we've got an oxygen supply which we have to get rid of, or rather we have to max out so that we've got enough time underground to dig everything. And each level is slightly different. And because we've got rock spiders in this level, it means that we might end up tripping over them a little bit. Steal all the valuables from nature. People will boycott it because of Kojima, or probably will, says Proof. It depends. Like, people... The problem is... Like, I've done this before in the past. I've said, like, I'll boycott something, and I've actually stuck to it. But I know a lot of people will turn around and be like, oh, I'm not getting it because Kojima's not made it. But then they'll turn around and be like, so anyway, I got it because everybody else got it, and it was really popular. I can see that happening. I really can. Right, so we need tunnel transport and some other stuff. Let's get somebody over here. Teleport somebody else down. Who's that one? That one is... That one's not Proof. That's Devasia. Ah, nice. Okay, so that's all the stuff from over here got almost. Let's get the small digger down to get stuff over here. Drill all this stuff. I actually found out as well the soundtrack on this. Literally, I've noticed with like rock levels, it will always start certain music and stuff like this. And I looked at the OST before, and literally they're just named after each level type. It's like the track that we just heard is literally called Rock. I think this one is the ice one. It just plays them in order. So what we'll do is, instead of having them go all the way back to that tool store, we'll do power pad there, power pad here, power pad over here, just about. Then we can teleport tool stores there and just annihilate everything super quick. Right, let's grab this in. Third person. Very moist cave. Be careful with the wording there. MGS5 is when Kojima doesn't even want to be there. How weird is it when he really isn't there? Well, then we got Survival. Or, yeah, it was MGS Survival. Which nobody talks about for obvious reasons. But yeah, it's like... It's going to be interesting. I wish they'd have done MGS4 for updated consoles, but... Oh. I was talking about that with Stu before, because I really like MGS4 and I've yet to stream it. There's a lot of stuff I've yet to stream that basically I'm going to get round to after doing the Undertale animation. Because I know I've mentioned a bunch of stuff before on stream that I said I wanted to do. I'd rather they have redone Police Knots as Ember. Oh god, yes. That would be good. Especially because it's so hard to get, obviously. Love the way we're just using this one raider here. I think this is Dragox to get through all this. You can't redo Police Knots though, says Ultras. I mean, it would be cool if they did though. Do you want to explain that, Ultras? Just because I'm kind of sat here thinking, wait, why can't you redo Police Knots? It's literally unremakeable. Wait, what? How about you stream Front Mission 5? Don't think I have Front Mission 5. I have Evo. I have Evo and Front Mission 3. Jonathan Hedgehog just thirsting for every woman you meet, says Ember. An energy crystal has been found. Okay, so we're making headway at the moment. I need the raiders here to have made those power pads, just so that we can collect everything really easily. Oh, dude, they haven't. There's still one there. Let's go. You should have it patched to English on your PC. Yeah, I don't have 5, I don't think. Don't even recommend to be left alive, because that was a nightmare. Police Knots is a product of its time. There's no way a remake would get it right in any shape or form. Proof says, I gave it to you. Did you? Oh my god, I'm gonna have to... My brain is all over the place. Like, we've already established it can pinpoint certain things sometimes, and other times it's just like, nah, whatever. So I'm gonna have to look into it again. Come on, Dragox. Get through this. This will be like Solid Rock or something. Come on. My man sat here digging like man. It's like, come on. Come on. Let's see, while he's drilling through all of this. Oh, he's actually got through it now. Loose rock? There we go. An energy crystal has been found. Oh, there we go. Where we at? Tool store. Tool store. There we go. Driving on a world of squares is really hard. It's alright. It's not as bad as you would think. This game, man. Seriously, it's so addictive. I think it's partly that whole thing of the other day with Stealth turning around and being like, dude, you can unlock stuff in it? I'm like, oh, unlocks? So it's not just the end game that I'm working towards now? You know, so I'm all in on this at the moment. Especially because I want to get the Ice Planet 2002 stuff. Oh, let's... And that building. And then we'll do... Dude, why are you walking all the way back that way? Is that classic? Yeah, it's classic. Right now we just need to collect everything. I need to go ahead and drill everything here and make sure I get these crystals, then we just collect everything. I don't really do survival crafting stuff. Like, I tend to get really bored with stuff like that after a while. It's like with Minecraft, I can burn out on Minecraft really easy, because, like, I'll spend 90% of my time in, like, one tunnel just digging it from one side of the map to the other, and then if that doesn't entertain me, I get bored. Or if I'm not raiding a dungeon on it. No. Oh, let's see. Vehicles. Now should be able to bring in... Oh. Crap. Because this game on Steam, Ultras, if you go to our Discord, go to the Lego section, it's on itch.io for free. Starting out in those games is the most dreadful of times. It's anti-progress, says Ember. Yeah, I like Minecraft and stuff like that. But at the same time, it's like... It's one of those games where if I don't have a clear focus on what I'm doing, or I'm not got a clear objective, then that's it. I end up just getting real bored and then just going off them real fast. But yeah, for anyone that wants to play this game, itch.io. This is a literal fan recreation in Unreal Engine 4 of the original game, just a lot better, with more features and everything. The full release client one is coming out eventually, with like full tutorials and everything else. It's just the dev's getting round to it because he's incredibly busy. Can I get the loader dozer? Yes, I can. Actually, why would I get the loader dozer? That's stupid of me. I love the way I just wasted crystals on that. Hey, X-Ram! Where are the sandwiches at? Oh, they're here, alright. They're here. How you doing, X-Ram? Always nice to see a familiar face. I know you normally come on a little bit later, so... I was like, dude, I'll just do a short Rock Raiders stream or whatever, get some stuff to unlock things with. Did you import it for HoloLive's new Femboy branch? No, I didn't. I'm not feminine enough. I even mentioned it on the Discord. I was like, there's no way I would go for that anyway, because it'd probably just get cancelled or, what is it, graduated on like day one.
An energy crystal has been found.
You have a tendency to overdo it with crafting games. I mean, I did make the, what was it, the giant, like, underground mine rail system that was like 400 or more rails in the last Minecraft level we did. I'm gonna have to actually check that, because it was ridiculous. I know I mined all the way from one side of the map under it to the other side and then made a rail system. Primarily just because I wanted like a really huge rail system set up. trying to remember. But yeah, like a lot of Minecraft stuff, I don't know. If I'm not raiding an area and getting like resources from it, I'm doing something ridiculously stupid to try and find diamond. Let's see. Can we bring down? I think that costs 10. Yeah, we can do that. Let's give Devasia the total transport. And give somebody else the
Support station.
what the? Devasia, there you go. But where's the Chrome Crusher power drill?
Power plant.
I mean, I don't need the Chrome Crusher on this level now. Hey, Damon.
Building.
What are we cancelling day 4 today? The goal of Factorio is to make the world dead and grey. Oh god, that sounds depressing. Yeah, I could have used the Chrome Crusher to do this bit, but the only other thing I need is that destroyed and a normal raider can do that, so there's literally nothing that the Chrome Crusher can do now. All I need to do is just get these crystals and then go. What Dave needs to do is download mods. I don't think there's any mods for this yet, but I'd love to see Ice Planet mods for it. Hell, I'm thinking it, because you can do like your own levels in this. I'm half tempted to actually start creating my own levels eventually. But I need the tools to be more flushed out, because I want to set it up so it's like a huge level. You get to mess around with all the large vehicles and everything, get enough resources for that. But I also want it where all the monsters and everything are coming in, you know. Dude, I need my total transports to collect all these crystals. I was having a laugh before with Stu. We were going to stream Deep Rock for you guys, but obviously because of Stu's anxiety, Stu was like, no, I'm not going to stream. We'll just record it like normal. And then eventually when I was like, are you sure? He was like, oh, you can do it now if you want. By that point, I was like, I'm good, dude. I don't want to set off your anxiety. I'm not going to force you into it. So we ended up skipping out doing Deep Rock. But during that, I was having a laugh, just messing around, joking with him, saying that I was going to sit him through 9 hours of Bionicle lore for a laugh. And then I started doing a really condensed version of the Bionicle lore to him when he went down one time, and he's like, oh, you're picking me up? You know, I would have listened to that if you'd have just left me on the floor. So, like, at the very last second, I let him go again, so he had to sit there while I was explaining Matanui to him. It was pretty funny. I meant for Minecraft, Dave, says Ultras. I mean, you didn't specify, so... Exram says, Lego minifig nude mod. They're all full yellow. Oh god. Take off all the textures and just make them yellow. Seriously, man, it would be so funny if I just went and got all my Lego stuff from my parents and then just started recording it. I'd get like 20 different streams out of just trying to find the individual pieces. Hey Stealth, how you doing? I've been playing a lot of 2K Drive and it's really good. Dude, is the new one out? Lego 2K Drive? Is that out now? Because obviously with me being like on this and then asleep a lot and then doing a lot of other stuff at the same time, I've not been keeping track on games releases and stuff. Holy crap. I'm gonna have to look into that. It's like I've got games testing to do at some point, but I need to actually do that. I could have been doing it now, but of course, with Stealth mentioning about the currency on this for unlocks, I was just like, dude, I feel like Rock Raiders. It's nuts. I'm not doing my job. Instead, I'm playing Rock Raiders. It's terrible of me. These tunnel transports are working really well. Okay, let's... Okay, that's dropped off stuff there. Let's get rid of that so I can get the crystals from that. I've already got 46 crystals there. I need... Tunnel Scout? And then I can take away the tool store here. I think it... Hang on. I don't need the large teleporter anymore. I do need that. I need these over here. I can get rid of the teleporter. Crap, the teleporter doesn't give me anything. I can get rid of that in a bit. Power station I can get rid of in a little bit. The support station I'll get rid of in a little bit. The total transport was sorely needed in the PC game, says Devasia. Devasia, is it just not in it? Because I know you've been playing the original recently, so... Is propeller VTOLs really the smartest idea for subterranean transport, says Ember. I mean, I don't know. I suppose you could say you get it caught, you can get the transport caught on some of the stalactites and stuff. What I need is somebody to come back and get the tunnel scout so we can complete the mission. This mission is so good just for grinding out like 100 energy crystals, so easy. Oh, here's Classic. Classic is running for that tunnel scout. I think it's Classic anyway. Yeah, there's me right behind him. Outside of one mission where it was an end goal, not at all. Dude, I'm I'm happy then, because like, tunnel transport in this is by far one of the better vehicles for being able to collect stuff. You know, because it can just fly over the level, collect stuff, come back. It's a better version of the small loader, or the small transport. Anything above the docks you can send back, since those buildings use at least one energy crystal. Oh yeah, no, I know about that. I'll be doing that later on. Right, so. Bandit's staying there. It was in the PS1 game, but it was awkward, says Devasia. Let's get this one and bring it over here. So the difference between builds at the moment is the stable one has no monsters apart from, I think, the smaller stuff, so like the bats and cave spiders. And the test release client at the moment that's out actually has rock monsters and slimy slugs in, but it doesn't have tunnel spiders in some levels because reasons. It's really weird, like, because I don't remember tunnel spiders in this level in the test version. See if we got everything here almost. So we can bring the tunnel transport back here. Actually, no, I need to deposit that stuff there. We can get rid of the power station now, and that'll give us a couple more gems over here, or energy crystals, and then the tunnel transport should home in on them. And then we'll bring it over here, harvest all the gems from it, and then we shall complete the level. I can attest to that. I have both the PC and PS1 versions of Stealth. Oh, nice! Seriously, it's all this talk about Lego, man. It's like I've mentioned in the other stream, I'm so tempted to just go get all my Lego stuff from my parents. They'll be like, finally, you're moving that entire bucket of Lego that you've got from, like, the late 80s. Onwards. And I'll be like, yeah, but I need it for content. I need to build it on stream. Well, let's see here. We send it to about there. Hey, there's Damon. Okay, and away we go. We should get about 10 out of that. And then we get, I think, 10 in the last area. So if we do this now, take Bandit and we drill that. We get 10 out of here, and then they bring that back. I should have brought those crystals to a tool store over here, but I just didn't. Should have kept the tool transport and then teleported that later on, but we're at least getting 4 extra crystals there. Lego is pretty expensive, so might as well, says Damon. Lego is super expensive. Classic says, hi, just outside getting the barbecue ready. Hope you're good, Moody. Yeah, I'm good. I went and checked on the wife and the kid today, and they're all good. They're in the hospital just having like checkups done for anything that could be a problem. But yeah, I think they're getting kept in overnight today, and I'm not sure about tomorrow. Because some of the tests have not come back yet, so it's like, dude, gotta get them done, and then if everything's alright, then I get my wife and my kid back. And the kid's brilliant, like literally, it's so content. Like apparently everybody's just been saying the kid is absolutely amazing, because there's like hardly any crying from it or anything, so I will not be putting up with, you know, everybody's horror story of, oh, kids just cry all the time or whatever. Instead, my kid is like super chill like 99% of the time. So I'm hopefully not jinxing it by saying I'm going to enjoy having it a little bit easy. Oh. Yeah, Jen is bored out of her mind, though. Yeah, everything's awesome. It's funny, because every time I go, literally, Jen's just sat there chilling, and the kid is literally just, like, either in the bed chilling and enjoying itself, just relaxed, or it's, like, literally today I went, and it was chilling on the bed with Jen, and, yeah, no sound out of it or anything other than breathing, obviously, and it just, like, sat there really happy. Although, then again, we were having a laugh and say it takes after me, because literally I absolutely love just chilling out and just relaxing in places. So, yeah. The kid takes after me for just wanting to chill out all the time. Bring her a Game Boy or something. I already got a small, what can only be described as like it's supposed to be like a Beanie Baby thing. It's like a really tiny Beanie Baby. It looks like a cat, but it's like rainbow colors and it's ridiculously soft. I got her that today, thinking that she'll like that. And yeah, she enjoyed that. Like obviously she doesn't know what the heck it is, but it got her attention and she was just chilling out with that today. You can tell how crazy I am when it's like, yeah, what would I like if I was like that? It's like, I like soft and I like chilling out, so let's try giving the baby that, and the baby's just like, I love this, dude. This is great, you know. Get Jen GBA with Harvest Moon. Oh god. Jen, I don't know whether I've told it on, you can hit keep playing button and then end the mission just by quitting the mission. Ooh. I'll just end it after this. Two crystals is nothing. I don't know whether I mentioned it on stream, but we had one funny story of Jen playing Harvest Moon. So when we were in university, we used to live in a student apartment, and of course Jen's got the day off. And I come back from university one day, it's like 4 PM, and Jen's like absolutely asleep on the sofa. I'm like, Jen, you alright? I'm looking at what she's playing on, and she's literally playing Harvest Moon on the GameCube. I was like, what the hell? And she's like, yeah, I was just chilling out on it, and then I fell asleep. I was like, what the hell?
The Rock Raiders and got 20 energy crystals. Good job.
You got 20 energy crystals. I actually got 86, but okay, Chief. Let's do that again, just for the sake of it.
Raider, are you ready for the next?
Go, 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 go.
Your air supply is running out.
Your air supply is running out. Dude, after I've grinded out all of these collectibles, it's going to be so fun. Then I can actually complete the campaign for the first time ever, but I'm going to do that on either the release client or the test version.
An energy crystal has been found.
I love chilling too, says Ultras. I mean, who doesn't? But like, seriously, it's nice, because like, everybody goes on about horror stories with babies and everything, and then I'm just sat there joking with Jen for ages, being like, the amount of stuff we've been through together that is absolutely crappy, we just need a baby that's not a hassle or a fuss or anything, just wants to chill out, and sure enough we got that, so I'm pretty happy. Do they change for skin-to-skin contact like US hospitals? Wait, what? What do you mean? It's your child. Why charge to be able to hold it? Oh, no, they don't. Sorry, they don't charge like that. Yeah, Britain isn't like that. Like, it's free to have a kid in Britain. The only thing that costs is childcare, which is ridiculous. You talk like 20 grand for childcare, which is one thing that we will not be forking out for, primarily because, obviously, with me only really doing streaming and not having a proper job because of my disability, because of how much I get discriminated against, you know, for trying to get a normal job. I try and get ones that are online that I can do, where I don't have to move around much, but I'm not really I'm not really lucky at getting jobs anyway, so having me be unemployed while we look after the kid saves us like 20 grand. So, fun stuff. So yeah. It wasn't just a speed run, you also won the gacha. Yes. We did a speed run for the kid. Basically, without painkillers. What happened there was, I kind of described it in Discord a little bit, but basically the whole thing was, Jen went into labour, but what happened specifically was, she went in the same morning to get a checkup done. It was just a general checkup, just to see how she was doing, because she was like 38 weeks, I think. And when she got there, they went, yeah, are you not in pain or anything? Because you're basically like halfway through labour now. And she was like, no. And they were like, yeah, instead of just doing the checkup and everything, you're going to go into delivery instead. And she's like, oh. So then she calls me. It was like 9 in the morning, or 10 in the morning, sorry. They take her in, and it's about 4 o'clock before they decide, you know what, we've stuck around for ages, we're actually going to do something about it. So they break her water at like 4, and then 6 o'clock is when she starts getting contractions properly. And then it goes from 6 till 7, and by 7 she's had the kid. But during, what ends up happening is, they offer her 3 different painkillers. And one is literally just a gas that hardly does anything according to them. And she ends up puffing this gas for ages. Or, you know, breathing it in. And then she asks for the stronger painkillers, and they're just like, yeah, no, it's too late now, because basically you're like halfway through, and if we give you this stuff, then it'll make you feel sick towards the end of the pregnancy, so there's no point. So she ends up having to go without painkillers, which is pretty nuts. You know, so like literally everyone in the hospital right now is like, how did you even do this? And she's like, I don't actually know. I'm still kind of getting used to this. Meanwhile, I'm just sat there laughing at all of it. Funniest one was we had a joke about playing games and doing awkward things while she was in pregnancy to take her mind off it ages ago. And we were messaging saying I should play like some of the most stupid music ever that she's annoyed at me for playing in the past. So like Studiopolis from Sonic Mania, because I listened to that on repeat loads. Or Hunk's theme from Resident Evil 2 Remake, because of the amount of times I'd play Remake's level where you have to play as Hunk and speedrun all the way through the RPD. We were joking about that stuff, and then literally, like, I think it was just after they broke her water, so about 3-4 o'clock, I literally had the Switch on me, so I just brought out the Switch and was like, Gem, 1v1 me on Sonic Mania's multiplayer. So we just ended up playing Sonic multiplayer, but then she ended up getting a couple of contractions, so we put it away after that. It was funny. Oh, and just for the sake of it, I did actually win. I hope you had your catcher's mitt ready. No. Lowest price for Rock Raiders Chief minifigure is $430. Jesus. There's always OnlyFans, you sassy lewd, says Proof. So Sonic caused physical pain, I see. Well, I was gonna... The funny thing was, I was doing... After that, because she didn't want to play multiplayer and she was just focused on contractions, I ended up playing Deltarune. I was doing a speedrun of Deltarune, and I got all the way to just about being versus Jevil. And then I couldn't find the last key for Jevil. And then it was like, yeah, I can't be bothered now, I'll wait till later on. So yeah, it's fun having the Switch there. Can we get that? Level 3 tool store? 2 crystals, 12 ore. Dude, we've got that? What the hell can I? I swear I should be able to build that now, right? Oh wait, is it because I've got 2 tool stores and I built 2 tool stores instead of a teleporter pad. Silly Dave. Silly Dave.
Teleport building to the element.
Didn't realise, I thought that was a teleporter. Delivering a baby? That can wait because gaming's her stuff. I was also joking because they had this weird, crazy mood light in the room that was like, I'd say about 7 feet tall. It was literally like a 7-foot tall cylinder, and it glowed like different colors, including like RGB, like the spectrum, and then it did some like animation that made it look like there were colored bouncing balls in the tube and stuff like that. It was really weird. But yeah, I was messing around with her and being like, dude, you're in the gamer suite, you know. You got RGB set up and everything, you know. It was nuts. People tell you like there's terrible horror stories about pregnancy and other things and like having a kid, and it's just, I think we got really lucky with RNG. She needs to focus on what's important, gaming, says Damon. Oh. No, it was funny. I was just having a laugh. I said I should do something really awkward, like challenge her to Sonic Mania while she's actually literally trying to give birth during contractions. She gave me one hell of a look. I was like, no, I'm not going to. I was just joking. One against my pregnant wife who's about to go into labor. The funniest thing I heard all day, says Exram. Well, you know, you gotta have some fun. Have some fun and make a joke about these kind of things. Bungie's doing Marathon again, neato. Somebody said it was gonna be, like, different compared to the, just, you know, like a straight remake with better graphics. Because I was looking at that and being like, oh, sweet. That moment where it doesn't let me put the support station there because there's no power pad. Seriously, I'm surprised I don't hear this music in my head when I sleep, you know, at the moment because of how much I've been on this. So good. I wonder if they're going to allow other people's levels to be shared between fans, you know, so that you can play them, because that would be so damn good. Like, I'm all over the place with being really busy recently as well, so it's funny just to spend so much time on this. It's this, my animation, like, going between the mass builder community to try and get that sorted. Testing mechanites. What else? Working on the house. Doing my animation. Seeing Jen and looking after the kid. It's nuts. There we go, let's get a super teleporter there. And then away we go with the rest of the level, which we will drill out. Again, let's do the small digger. Let's get Bandit in the small digger, and then away we go. There he goes. And away we go. And then the maid outfit, says Ember. Oh, the funny thing is, I was on about, if you're wanting to farm crystals, the final level has an absolute mother load. No, speaking of stuff like that, like, because I've been doing a few interesting extra projects on the cuff, or off the cuff as it were, just to try and get a little bit of money on the side. I was mentioning that to Jen, and she turned around and went, yeah, no, if you don't want to do them, I wouldn't recommend it, especially because of having the kid and stuff. So I was like, yeah, so I'm cancelling all of those extracurricular projects, as you would say. I'm just cancelling all of that completely. That's like the only thing I'm cancelling. Because I can't be dealing with that stuff as well as doing my animation and everything else on top of that. It's just too much work. I'm already basically non-stop awake almost when I can help it. Funny thing is, as much as I like being super busy all the time, I just like those down times, you know, where you don't really have to do much and you can just relax for like a day or something. The paradox of Dave. You absolutely love being awake like 99.9% of the time, where everybody else is like, dude, you actually sleep? And then there's like those couple of days where you just take time off and then everybody's like, dude, did you actually sleep? I saw, fair enough. You'll die from exertion anyway. I mean, I've been doing this for years, but yeah, I probably will end up dying from exertion or overexertion. I burn the candle at both ends is the best way of putting it. Imagine your kid's reaction when they stumble across it. Well, lucky enough, it's all like 3D stuff with like made-up characters, so it's no big deal. An energy crystal has been found. But yeah, it's that whole thing at the moment, like I was saying, because I'm disabled, I have to find other ways of making money.
An energy crystal has
You know,
been found.
so I do what I can. Do.
An energy
Come
crystal
on.
has been found.
We are just flying through here now. I'm gonna get another tunnel transport with the super transporter, and then we'll collect everything and away we go. Again, we only need to get the energy crystals, so... Stealth, do you know how easy it is to speedrun the last level for crystals?
An energy crystal has been found.
Seriously, if I go like total improv and just end up getting all my Lego on stream next time, then you know I've been too addicted to Lego recently. I literally keep on sitting through Bionicle lore videos when I'm about to go to sleep, and then I wake up later and I've listened to like the entire history of Bionicle again. I don't know what has more lore at this point, 40k or Bionicle. I'm joking, obviously it's 40k, but... In 17 plus years of human contact, will exclusively be in VR, so she wouldn't know... All she would know is your avatar. It's pretty long, but I won't spoil. There's a reason for you. Oh, dude, that's fine. Thank you very much, by the way, for not spoiling, because, like I said, this is one that I played as a kid and never completed, so I honestly don't know what's beyond what I'm up to at the moment. Honestly, I can't wait, because the dev turned around and went the full version should have, like, another 58 levels attached to this. I'm just like, wait, what? Okay, now this one, that one's more solid rock. This is loose rock over here. I think what I'll do is I'll do this stream, buy a bunch of stuff, and then do a little bit of my animation, go to sleep, hopefully not have a migraine in the morning, wake up, and then I'm doing stuff with my parents to prepare the house for the kid a little bit more, because it still needs to be cleaned up a little bit, is the best way of putting it, because of us moving stuff from when we moved in and then didn't move in. Lord, more levels. I thought this was long enough, says Devasia. Yeah, if you watch one of the most recent trailers, I think it is this one, or the trailer for this, the dev mentions at one point that he wants like 58 more levels. They better add more variety of sandwiches, says Xram. Oh, dude, I can't wait till we get the kid on stream eventually at some point. You know, when they can actually do commentary. That'd be interesting. Do you dig too deep and find some giant amorphous flesh monster, says Ember. Yeah, I need to have a look on Bricklink for stuff, because I was looking at a load of Bionicle stuff because of the amount of stuff I've been recommended recently by looking at Lego, but you know, Rock Raider stuff. And Bricklink apparently has like ridiculous prices for certain things, and I'd be interested to see what the sets that I've got actually fetch now. Come on. Dude, seriously, come on. How are we not through that bit of rock there? I mean, I could technically just go and use the Chrome Crusher, but I want to save those crystals if I can. You're going to start doing donut operator style vlogs. Honestly, I don't know, like... My first thought at the moment is I'm just going to keep doing what I've been doing at the moment, and hopefully just, you know, keep an eye on the kid, not neglect it, so that, you know, it grows up nice and happy and everything. But it would be fun to have the kid on while we're playing games and just see what they actually think about the game itself, you know, get their commentary. But we've already decided that instead of like every other kid where they grow up with the new stuff first, it's like Just put them on the older stuff first and let them slowly go up in terms of like visuals and stuff, so they don't have a sort of thing where they turn around and be like, ugh, 20-year-old graphics is terrible. In fact, recently I was actually trying to look for retro PCs so I could get a retro PC for kind of cheap if possible, and then build one of those up with like 95 or 98 on it and play old games on that. That'd be really cool. Oh.
An energy crystal has been
Start them with GTA 4? Hell no. It's the same with like TV shows and stuff. It's like I can't wait until because Jen's got the DVDs from. Can't wait till we get Transformers G1 on it in here. I mean, honestly, I think you'll be okay, Sis Damon. Honestly, I think we'll be okay as well. It's just I've got to be really careful of the kid just in general, you know, for being cautious. It's that whole thing. I'm already in the overly paranoid, protective parent kind of mood where I'm just like, dude, seriously? You know, thinking about all kinds of situations that could occur and just be like, no, no, don't want this happening. You know. Let's just let Bandit go there.
energy crystal.
Right, can he just... Let's get rid of that for the moment. We'll do the whole thing of having a station everywhere just to pick up stuff easy. And then away we go. There's Classic over there. Can we? Oh, we can't bring it in yet because we don't have enough. Now we can bring it in. Tunnel transport. Oh, wait, not. We do have...
Tunnel transport.
Dude, we have 11 crystals. Give me the tunnel transport. It only costs 10. Only. Oh, everybody's bringing crystals back instead. That's going to take forever.
Hey, you got any water? Consider it done.
Absolutely love this music track.
Hello.
Oh, come here. You're not going to do it. I'll just take over your body. Exram says, I saw a video of a little kid that was given a Game Boy and they were touching the screen, baffled by what wasn't working. Yeah, we won't be having that situation in this house, let's put it that way. No joke when I say this house. If you've seen the video of, you know, me putting everything in the attic, where I was putting away all my collection of stuff, that was literally like, I'd say half the stuff that we've got that doesn't include video games. You know. Like, it's an absolute gold mine for stuff. So it's going to be fun having the kid grow up in that kind of a situation and just be like, so, what do you want to play today? Because there's like 1,000 games upstairs easily. Is that... Oh, are you kidding me, Bandit? Did you just throw that in the water? Oh, you son of a... I would bring down small transports and upgrade the buckets. Yeah, that would be... There we go. Why is it F to place down instead of... It says pick up using left mouse button and then put down using left mouse button, but instead he throws it. Just F. F in general for that. So, okay, we'll do the same over here. Can we just... Love seeing it all come down in first person or third person. Same energy as people driving into the sea because they were following GPS. Oh, I saw that the other day. As long as you don't turn into a helicopter parent like I'm a helicopter uncle. What do you mean by that, Proof? Like, seriously. You only throw if you hold left click. Oh, okay. So if I tap it, it's fine. What do you mean helicopter? Do you mean like, if you're hovering around them all the time? Dude, this music track, man. I swear I'm gonna be, like, just chilling out one day, and then I'm just gonna hear this in my head and just be like, Rock Raiders, man. I absolutely love this track. It's so good. That moment, you know, it's crazy when my mecha channel or mecha focus channel suddenly ends up becoming a Lego channel. At least for a couple of months. Oh, dude, you're right. Oh, that's nice to know. So if I just tap, it's good.
Hello.
Hello. Right, we're good.
Building.
Building. Oh, no, wait, I forgot.
Ahoy, matey. Wait, what?
Thank you, LMS Explorer. I would be so down for wiping the slate clean of Modern Mecha, says Ember. But Ember, you like, and this isn't me having a go, you like, MechWarrior and a bunch of other stuff, so... I mean, you technically like different kind of theme. Exam says, can you eat the Lego spiders? I'm not sure. I don't think you can. The stuff that's from the 80s. Ah. Like, honestly, I'll give any mecha stuff a shot. As long as it's good, I don't mind. Being extremely overprotective, says Proof. I know what you mean, but at the same time, it's like, there's a damn good reason for being like that, you know? Especially in today's era. You know? I'd argue that it's better being like that than not being like that, but as long as you're not too overbearing. You know, at least that's my immediate thoughts. Have we got... Obviously, with this being the first time with me doing anything like that, it's like... My first thoughts are just... Yeah, make sure everything's fine and safe. The terrible thing about the UK, and I think probably about everywhere, and I noticed this as a teenager growing up, and you'll probably know where I'm going with this eventually, is like, you always get a bunch of TV programs or like the news where they turn around and be like, this kid has miraculously disappeared again and never been found, and it's like, dude, I've heard that so many times. It just... Every single time they mention it now, it's like, yeah, kid's dead. And then sure enough, in the news, it's like, yeah, kid's dead. I don't want that happening, of course. You know. That's like the one thing that I think I'm overly paranoid about at the moment. We have horrible stuff going on in this country, says Damon. Yeah, I think Damon's probably on the same wavelength as me at the moment, where I don't know how frequent it is for every other country. But in this country specifically, it's like every other day it's, yeah, a kid's gone missing, and it's always like a little girl or something. And then next minute it's like, yeah, they're dead. They've wound up dead in the news like a week or two later. It's just like, dude, I'm not having that happen. I'm not having that happen. It's too frequent. Like, I'm not even joking about that. Absolute nuts. That's the kind of stuff that's freaking me out at the moment, to be honest. Police stretching out the family's hopes only to kill it off, says Damon. Yeah, I'm not going to go into it too much, for obvious reasons, of it being kind of a depressing subject. But it's that whole thing of just... It's something you obviously don't think about until you become a parent, especially if it's a little girl. You know. It's like, that's definitely the one thing that's got me paranoid at the moment. Because I was thinking about it before we had the kid. And I was like, if it's a boy, it's not too bad. Because, you know, at least when I was growing up, you didn't really have to worry about stuff like that. You know, you'd go out with friends, you'd just chill out, and yeah, you might get some looks from some people from time to time, but it's not as if anybody would immediately yeet you off the face of the earth. Whereas, when I got into my teenage years, you just hear that in the news all the damn time, and it's like, come on, there's a pattern to this, you know. Your power generator things from McDonald's. No, because of the M. Let's have a look.
Power station.
I should just try to stop watching the news, says Damon. It's one of the reasons I don't watch the news. They're deliberately designed to be depressing and stuff. And shocking to get your attention. And then it's like, oh, we've got you now. We'll keep you watching. You know. That's why I don't have a TV properly. It's like they try and get you by saying you need a TV license to use your TV to play video games. It's like, who are you kidding? I don't. Like, but do you stream stuff? It's like, yeah, from YouTube. Like, oh, but you need a TV license for that? I'm like, well, what does that have to do with my TV? I'm not using my TV to stream to. But yeah, the news is never a good thing. It's literally just all boring crap. And fear-mongering. Like, honestly, 99% of it is fear-mongering, which is obviously what I don't like. It's funny, because, like, since I stopped reading newspapers, stopped watching the news, stopped going to news websites, stopped watching YouTubers that do the news, or cover it in different ways, since I stopped doing all of that, and told my parents not to tell me the news either, because my parents like watching the news, or my mum likes watching certain bits of it, it's like, yeah, I've not really had anything like that, or any exposure to stuff like that, so it's all good. I get the occasional news report from, like, Sean, who tells me stuff. That's about it. Like, Sean will tell me some really funny ones. Like today, apparently somebody tried to run through the front gate of Downing Street or something. I'm not even going to get into that properly, but that's just an example. It's like, oh yeah, we're going to run into the Prime Minister's house. It's fine. Okay. Bit random. Them trying to say you have... If your TV license has a receiver, you need to pay for the TV license. Every TV has a receiver. Yeah, they do a lot of stupid stuff. If you look online, you can see a load of people mentioning about how they try and scam you into TV license. It's like, funny thing is, I've technically not paid TV license even when I was in university, because they tried getting you to pay a TV license when you were in university, and we didn't pay it then. It's music, man. Dragox, you're gonna go to the end of the level and win this for us, dude. Given how politically charged my family is, I can hardly avoid that crap, says Devasia. Dude, I feel sorry for you. I really do. I am always against that kind of stuff. I kind of upset my parents with it a little bit, because whenever they try and bring it up, I'm just like, no. And then they're like, oh, fine then. And it's like, no, seriously, I don't want to hear any of this. You know. Florida Man is pretty good. Florida Man is good. In Puerto Rico, we have news that barely any filters. For example, guy dies on the road and the camera is full on scene showing everything, says X-Ram. Jeez. Hey, Classic. We're just talking about the news and stuff and how it's avoidable because of how depressing it is. It's like I've said before, most of it is just absolute garbage. It's like, apart from the odd fun thing on, like, TV, like Takeshi's Castle and stuff, literally don't bother with it. Just don't bother with it. It's all trash. Right, we can get rid of that now, which gives us 23 minutes to complete the mission and gives us those extra stuff there, and we can get rid of that, which gives us extra stuff. We've still got the tunnel transport to take apart later on, which is fine, because that's going to be getting stuff and putting it in the nearest tool store, and then we got Dragox to complete the mission. Oh, yeah, David says the 90s adverts got my mum scared about not having a license because of detective vans. Yeah, they say that. It's messed up how they do that. You know, like, they screw with people deliberately just to get them to pay for a scam thing. You know, it's why it's funny now because a lot of people in the UK are just like not paying for the TV license now, or finding ways of not paying for it and just be like, yeah, no, let's not do that. I wonder, can we? Oh hell yes! Oh my god, this looks so good in third person, dude. I need to go check eBay again later on, see if I can get a Total Transport. Oh, 30-year-old guy talking about buying Lego. It sounds really stupid when I think about it, but it's like, no, there's plenty of other YouTubers that actually enjoy Lego that are older, so I really shouldn't mock it. It's whatever you enjoy, man. Right, we've got that stuff, so let's... No, draggers, on the wall. Most grown men enjoy toys now. I think it's primarily just because it's another form of entertainment, you know. It's like with model kits and everything. Like, I enjoy model kits and stuff because it's just nice and relaxing, so... Let's see. Devasia says, worse yet, my brother moved to a state where he's surrounded by people who clashes with his beliefs real hard. Oof. Never good. No need to be embarrassed, says Damon. Lego boxes say that it's for up to 99 years, so you're good. I think it's mainly that whole thing with, you know, society where society will turn around and be like, dude, seriously, you're a grown man playing with toys or whatever? Why would you do that? You know, and it's like, yeah, but I like this. It's enjoyable. Why should I stop something? Me and Jen had this conversation a while ago before we had the kid. I remember us talking about it and being like, yeah, it's really stupid how society judges everybody, because, like, when you think about it, adults typically ages ago just, you know, they read, they go out, they get drunk or whatever, they watch sports, watch movies, but apart from that, they didn't really do much. Maybe, like, a bit of exercise or whatever, but whenever you think about stereotypical adult behavior for, like, entertainment, it's always like the really boring stuff. And then we were sat there going, but why would you want to give up on stuff that you really enjoy? Isn't that just really stupid? You know? As soon as you reach 100, it's wrong to buy Lego, says Damon. I mean, what do you guys think? Do you think I'm being a bit crazy or what? Because, like, honestly, I don't think it's wrong to still enjoy stuff at an older age. Oh, if you enjoy doing something, why stop because somebody else is basically trying to be like, oh, it's not good. Act your age, it's like, oh, screw off, you know.
Excellent. You rescued the Rock Raiders and got 20 energy crystals. Good job. Mission complete.
Dave's last act as a man-child looking for Legos is proof.
Split down the middle.
I was admittedly on the adversary side for the whole recreational collections thing. Ember, don't... Collecting DVDs is normal, but collecting Lego makes you a man-child, says Damon. Here's the thing. I know a couple of people in here don't like collecting in particular, but it's more of an aesthetic thing. Because I know I've heard Damon and Ember specifically. I'm not deliberately singling you out as a negative thing. It's just I remember you guys turning around and being like, look, aesthetically we don't like lots of clutter. I get that. I so get that as well. You know... Because honestly, I don't like things being cluttered either. Oh.
No good.
Dude, seriously? We still got so much to collect here? A lot of the time, we have a maniac collector who feels like he needs everything, but the finances in shambles. Oh yeah, definitely priorities wrong there. I've seen it too much, December. I'm against that kind of stuff. Have your priorities right and not have like a massive collection that's like gone into hoarding. Just enjoy yourself, but don't go crazy with it, you know. And then you're basically allowed to do whatever you want, especially because a lot of people go crazy when they're an adult, where they're like, yeah, I've got more money now, so I can do whatever the hell I want. Let's see. Go on, I'm gonna do another one. My parents didn't care, says Devasia. because I never got schooled. I never got that because I was homeschooled. Oh, dude, lucky.
I spy.
Lucky, because honestly, I hate the way that society treats people sometimes for the likes and stuff.
A flood has left many of our rock raiders
I collect
stranded
stuff, but I
on
grew up in a
islands
hoarder's
in the
house, so I kind of have that mindset, says Damon. That's totally reasonable, you know. It's like, if people are hoarding stuff, normally it's not good. So, it's like, collect within reason, and then, if you need to get rid of stuff, if you've got too much, you need to get rid of it, just get rid of it. It's like, the best example that I can think of is me and Jen had a lot of stuff that we'd collected, not just like figures and stuff, because I actually want to do a load of my gunpla and then either get rid of it or find out a way of displaying it. But like, a lot of the stuff we'd got was like furniture and other things that we just kept around for ages, and we'd kept it in the back. Like, I've mentioned it a couple of times, but basically the place that we moved into now that we're in is a complete wreck and has needed to be redone. We've been borrowing money left, right, and centre to actually get the house in a decent state so we can live in it. But ever since, we've basically just been living in what essentially is a hoarder's house, because we've kept all that stuff just out for when we arrange stuff or when we've wanted to arrange things. And now with us having the kid, obviously, it's like, oh god, all hands on deck, I've got to move everything, I've got to actually sort out what we need and where we want it. And that's what's caused these, like, repetitive strain injuries in me recently, is because I've been moving that much stuff. But the reason why I bring it up primarily is because we had like a load of furniture that we'd gone and collected from different places that we'd worked at that they were just giving away for free. And we had it all just stashed in the kitchen and it looked a complete mess. And it was like, dude, if we just turn around and went, if we're not going to use it or we don't think we're going to use it, we're not going to keep it. We're just going to throw it. You know, we can get stuff later on if we need to. We're not keeping it because it's just taking up space. So it's never good. You know, I don't like clutter. I prefer it to be, you know, if we're going to collect stuff or whatever, I like it to be neat and tidy and not taking up, like, 99.9% of the room and looking terrible. You know. That's why in this house, because, like, when we lived, the previous place we lived was basically, I've told a lot of you guys, but the previous place we lived was, like, a small flat in an area that was filled with people that were on drugs or dealing drugs. Because I mentioned that before about how the police were constantly going around. You can hear it on streams a bunch. But, like, we were living across the road from, like, drug dealers and stuff. And that place was just absolutely tiny. So we could only have, like, everything that we had in one room, really. And then in the bedroom, it was just, like, the boxes for things just left out. And now I'm not repeating the same mistake with this one by just being like, okay, in this one, we're going to spread things out so it actually looks a little bit nicer and it's not all in one place and just a complete mess, you know. It's just, I don't want to be living in another place that's, like, full of clutter for no reason. You know, it's just, if you don't need it, get rid, you know. Exram says, look, people don't change that drastically. The only toys I have cousins that are into cars as much or more than some people are into anime. My dad in particular is into tools so much that I got into Gunpla. That's more or less like my family, Exram. Like, my dad's into, like, model kits, but he's into cars and planes and stuff. And he was originally the guy that introduced me to, like, modeling and stuff through, I think it was when we'd finished up with Lego. He was originally who helped me with my 40k stuff originally. And then we just used to enjoy sitting down and building 40k together. So it was like, hell yeah, I'll get a load of 40k, and then it kind of branched out from there. But what I started doing when I was, I think, in university, was I started collecting stuff. I mentioned this before on one of the previous streams. I started collecting stuff based on what I liked. Because I was like, dude, instead of getting loads of everything, what I'll do is I'll just get, like, one thing from each thing that I like. And I stayed true to that for ages until I got into Gunpla, because I was like, okay, I started off with, I think it was the NECA Scar figure from AVP. I got that. Then I got, I think it was Hunk from Resident Evil 2 from NECA. Then I got Isaac Clarke from Dead Space, and it was the whole thing. I was collecting stuff based on stuff that I really, really enjoyed. It wasn't just kind of a case of, oh, I like this thing a little bit, I'll get like everything in that line or something to remember it by. It was like, I had to remember and really enjoy it to pick something out. So I had like a shelf or two's worth of stuff. That was when I started getting into Gunpla more, and then I was like, oh my god, I love all of these machines, the way that they're designed and everything. The next minute I'm like, oh god, I've got too much Gunpla. So yeah, I'm going to be getting rid of a lot of my Gunpla collection eventually. Like, not the SDs and stuff, it's more sort of the older stuff that I don't particularly like anymore, especially like my IBO stuff. Because like, HG Barbie is just not good. So I'm not going to bother with that. I'm only going to pick out and keep the ones I really like, so I've not got like a massive collection. Kind of roll back on it a little bit. Let's see. Devasia says, I just like to get rid of my mum's stuff, but I know she'd be screaming her head off at me not to sell it. Classic says, same here, I don't like clutter. I agree it's a bad thing, but I'm an animator and a gamer. Keeping stuff clean and sorted is always good. The best way I like to try and keep this place, or just any place that we've lived in general, is Dave enters Zen relaxation mode if it looks like nobody was ever in the house at all. So if there's actual items in the house, like the PlayStation or the computer or whatever, but everything looks clean and dust-free and as if nobody's ever used it, Dave then enters Zen relaxation mode and just goes, yeah, we're good. This is good. You know. The time when your kid inherits your Gundams. Oh god, that's gonna be nuts when I have to introduce my kid to that stuff and be like, check this out, right? It's basically a toy store upstairs. It's gonna be Christmas every single day when we get stuff down. You buy way too much Gunpla in bulk, we're now homeless. That's the bad case, December. Yeah, it's not gonna happen. That's not gonna happen. The last stuff I've ordered, is literally just 2 Symphogear figurines, which are coming in the next month, I think? Month or 2? That's it. After that, HLJ's done with me. I'm done with them. It's like I've resisted buying all the new Motoroid stuff or even doing videos on it. What I need to also do is get rid of all the Gunpla YouTubers that I've got, you know, that review them. Because I find that that's one thing that I'm susceptible to, is Gunpla YouTubers going, oh, this is really good, or this new thing's out, and then immediately you're like, ooh, I want that, you know. It's bad. Imagine if they if they end up not liking Gundam due to the constant forced exposure. That would be interesting. Be cool though. Let's see, making comparisons between generations is pointless since our parents grew up differently. So having different hobbies and gaming is going to be the norm for parents when she's at your age. Potentially, yeah. I know definitely going to be exposed to more video games and stuff. I had to go through everything in my previous house as Damon since my mum died after losing her mind, so hoarding got way worse. I can't live in a place like that again, so I might be overcautious. Nah, dude, if anything, it's not overcautiousness. I'd say you just don't want to be in that sort of situation again. It's totally fine. Starts talking about how bad war is and then pushes a GM in their hands as Damon. I'm trying to finish mine up too, down to 15. Need my brother's help. This is classic for the Gunpla stuff. Seriously, it's like if you've got anybody that does actual Gunpla reviews on YouTube, consider not watching them. I know it sounds terrible, but if you're anything like me, then you're susceptible to buying stuff because you look at a review and go, oh, that looks nice. You know, I think I'll have that. Because that's what I'm going to have to get out of now is just watching stuff like that. Even though it's fun and I like watching people review things, it's just like, no, I can't be doing this. I really can't be doing this. Your wisdom stat needs to be higher, says Ember.
Power station.
Like, I'm gonna get out of that.
Power path.
I'm gonna get rid of, because most of my stuff upstairs is literally just Gundam and random figures and stuff. What I need to do is go through and see if there's any that I want to get rid of. Jen has, like, stuff that we really can't get rid of. She has a personal shrine to Final Fantasy, so we can't get rid of any of that. With my Gunpla stuff, I got a load of SDs over, like, the past year and things that I need to assemble, but the SDs don't take up too much room, so that's fine. It's literally just stuff like master grades and high grades en masse, so I need to go through my old high grades and see which ones I want to keep.
Power station.
Um...
Buildings menu.
And then, apart from that, I think I'm good, because I should just be able to just throw stuff pretty easy. It's not like I deliberately want to hold on to everything, so... If people rolling 7s and 8s are persuading you, says Ember. Something I notice is, there's not a lot of cross-collecting reviewers when it comes to Gundam. What do you mean by that, Devasia? Mum, what's this? That's my husbando Clouds as Exram. Dude, you were spot on there. Jen absolutely loves Final Fantasy VII. Like, I don't blame her because I love it as well. But ever since I've known her, Jen has this thing for FF7. And she literally has almost every Cloud figurine in existence, I think. Probably exaggerating a little bit there, but like, no joke, every time there's a new Play Arts Kai version of Cloud that comes out, I get it. You know, and I started getting Zack recently as well. In fact, one of the things that came recently was the plushie of Zack in the mail. Where she was like, I'm going to get the boy in the mail. So she gets that. But yeah, no joke. She has like a mini shrine to Final Fantasy, which will be good to set up. You could try that cosplay of Cloud when he's cross-dressing. Hell no, I'm not doing that. Classic says, it's a bad temptation. We are like little kids when we have a favourite collection. Love Gundam always. Need a display again, Moody. Yeah, it's the thing, like, with Gundam, I only get the kits that I really like, obviously, or that I like the look of, or that I enjoy building, or that I think I'm going to enjoy building. Like, for instance, I deliberately made it a point at part of my collecting Gundam to get literally almost every God Gundam version that was out, and also almost every red frame, because I just absolutely love those two designs. I got the Master Grade SD Freedom recently because I was like, dude, I like the Freedom, it's a nice design, I'm sure a lot of people like it as well, but it's just the whole thing of it's such a good design, and it's a Master Grade of an SD. You know, it's the first of its line, so of course I want to experience that. I got gifted a second Master Grade Red frame last year, so I suppose I could do that up better than the one that I've got. I've got one perfect Grade Red frame, and then the rest are just like ones that I've got from World Heroes for SDs that deliberately reference like the SDs of past that I've seen or heard on like the wiki and not actually got physically, like the Satan Gundam, or ones that are like King Arthur for a laugh because it's like, oh, it's British, I'll just get it because it's British, you know. But then I'm trying to think of some of the other ones that I've got that I could get rid of. Like, I got Barbie because IBO was really fun to watch when it was not constantly being touted as like the best thing since sliced bread by the fan base, you know, and I've severely gone off IBO just because of the fan base harping on about it that much and being like, it is God's gift to Gundam, Barbie is the most strongest thing ever, and it's just like, I'm out fam, you've just ruined IBO for me, you know. So I'm going to get rid of Barbie, definitely. There's some stuff from the build series that I didn't particularly need, or rather don't need now, like the Leopard Da Vinci and stuff that I just got because reviews said they look good and they do actually have decent build quality. And the Amazing Red Warrior as well was a pretty fun build because of its parts and everything, but it's like, don't need that one. I can definitely go through and just really, really sort out my collection. It's not like I'm not going to be touching it and just be like, oh, it's totally fine, I can't get rid of anything. I'm not one of those people. I actually can just literally turn around and be like, I don't like this anymore at the bat of an eyelid, and then immediately, bam, it's gone. You know, so it's all good. Nothing to worry about too much. It's just going through it all. You know. Let's go here. Let's see what people says. There are reviewers who do figures and reviewers who do models, but it's rare to find Gundam fans who do both. Ooh, that's true. I imagine Jen being based, buying your kid like a Barbie or a Ken doll and getting yourself an expensive Sephiroth figurine. That viral clip where it's like, would you cheat on your husband with a celebrity crush? And she says, yes, her husband, it's so hurtful to know that she loves Justin Bieber. What the hell, David? But yeah, it's like, it's going to be fun getting rid of my collection and seeing how small it is after I've gone through all this random crap that I've collected over the years.
An energy crystal has been found.
Should actually probably get around to doing that. Like, cause some of the other kits I've got from the GBO project that I've still not done that I actually want to complete, but it would be fun to actually complete that and then get around to getting rid of some of these kits. I'll post on Discord, it's funny, says Damon. Oh, thank you very much, then I can get context. Oh. It's just one of those whole things. If you've ever seen, you know, the display cases you can get from IKEA, the detail ones, they're really popular. They're like glass ones. In the tiny flat, we had 4 of those for our entire collection. So, yeah, hopefully I'll make it so we can either keep 4 or only have 3. You know. IBO is the stupidest series. If you read how the BS paint job actually works, says proof. Wait, what? Oh, the nano laminate armor. That'll be a fun bunch of videos to do, like Island Survival Game Shows did. Vote on which gunpla in your backlog you want to get rid of and why. I don't think I'd leave it for everyone voting, because everybody would probably troll me and deliberately be like, oh, we'll get rid of the expensive stuff so he only builds like the cheapest stuff that he doesn't like. You know.
An energy crystal has been
IBO to me is like, what do you mean people die in war, says Ember. The thing is, I like the grittiness of IBO, it's neat and everything. Again, it's that whole thing, I don't like the fan base ruining it by touting it as the best series or the best mobile suits ever. It's just, I've never liked those kind of conversations. You know. They're really stupid. Are you in first person? Yes, I am, Ultras. I can go in third person as well if you want. Oh, where is it? There we go. I'm playing as Damon as well. Funny enough. Damon wanted an entire gold suit, so he's the designated driver for this at the moment. One of the new things that they included in this fan remake is literally you can create anybody that you want as a minifig. That comes up every time with new Gundam series, doesn't it, says Devasia. Honestly, I think it's primarily because I've not been around the fan base for too long, but I've not really experienced it up until IBO. You know. Because I think that when I started doing stuff for the community, or rather interacting with the community, I think was when it was the Build series. I think. I'm trying to remember. Or it might have been after IBO, actually. It might have been Divers was the first time I interacted with the community. Oh god. That's one of those whole things of, was it really Divers that made me interact with the community more? I should just stick to the Build series instead of mainline stuff, because at least then I get to interact with people who are just like, I want a good story rather than being like, oh, this mobile suit is better than this one. You know? Because that's like those really stupid childish arguments where it's like, oh, this gun is better than this gun. It's like, well, this missile is better than this gun, and then it keeps on progressing up and up and up till it gets ridiculous where it's like, this nuke is better than your missile or your tank. I've seen it before in like Discord and things. It's so stupid. Build is a metaverse tournament series. That's fine, says Ember. Devasia says, because IBO was the first major new Gundam show that aired on TV in the West. Ah, that's true. I'm lagging. I don't know if it's my internet or you, says Xram. It might be just you, Xram. I think that's the reason why I like the build series, is because it's not sort of the whole thing of this suit's better than the other one. Instead, it's just we want a good story, you know, and then we got that with Re-Rise. Third person looks awesome, says Damon. Dude, seriously, it's really fun. Third and first person looks good. Boom, 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 boom. Boom, boom. Just checking because the last time the stream crashed. Yeah, that was on the other version that was unstable. Oh, unstable? Unstable. I enjoyed Gundam when it still tried to be more grounded. 8th team, yes. Seriously, 8th team is amazing. Funny thing is, I like a lot of Gundam for different reasons. Like, I like 8th team for it being grounded and because it feels so real compared to some of the other stuff, but then I like G Gundam just because of how crazy it is. You know. Like, I have that weird soft spot for Wing, even though half of me is like, yeah, Wing is pretty cool, and then the other half is like, dude, it's basically just a, it's just full of bishy characters to appeal to more female fans. It's like, yeah, that's true, but it's still okay. And then obviously, Double O I really enjoy. I think Double O was the last one I actually really, really enjoyed if you go when they were released. Seed, obviously, I can never properly finish, even though it's on my list of stuff to watch with Jen to see what Jen thinks about it. Because I actually want to see if Jen comments on how much Kira cries in the first 12 episodes. I can't get over that, man. Too much crying. What female fans is Ember? Stuff from G Gundam is a fun distraction, says Ultras. That's why I like G Gundam. It's just, I don't take it seriously, you know. I don't think you should take anything like that seriously, which is why it's funny listening to all the stereotypes in it and stuff, or rather watching them. Like, G Gundam is that fun sort of thing where it's like, okay, this is different, but it's not a bad different, you know, it's an interesting take on something that you already like, but the way that it's done is good with some decent writing. You know, I like that. What I don't like is Stardust Memory, where they literally have the whole love triangle with Gato, Nina, and Ko. It's just like, that totally fell apart for me at the end. Like, the whole rivalry between Gato and Ko was great, and then next minute you get to the end of it, it's like, so this is technically a really stupid love triangle. Are you kidding me? You know. To be fair, if you were a 16-year-old thrust into a war machine and forced to fight against your will, wouldn't you cry a bit too? I think I probably would, Stealth. It's just the whole thing of, for how much Kira cries in it, it seems to be overdone. It's like, you'd probably cry from shock or something, or just being generally upset, somebody dying. Like, the first couple of times. This is me trying to rationalize it. But I'm just thinking about how much Kira cries in the first 12 episodes and being like, look, there's points in this where he's been told, if you don't get in the Gundam, your friends will die. It's just what's happening at the moment. You either deal with it and save everyone, or you don't, and everybody potentially dies. And I'm thinking to myself, in that kind of a situation, you just man the hell up and get on with it, you know. But of course, not Kira. He has to have a little bit of a cry first. And it's like, dude, seriously? This can't just be me being nasty here or sounding nasty. Is it too much or what? You know. Was the guy from Macross involved in Stardust? Yes. Shoji Kawamori was involved in most anime, including Stardust Memory and Macross. Kira sounds like he's crying because the entire time after being ball-busted by Larkus, says Proof. New DXM trailer. I know, I saw it. It's interesting that you bring it up. Like, I'll let you guys decide. Is it literally just me being a bit too harsh on Kira? Because every time we talk about Seed, I bring this up. It's just, I don't know, man. After, like, the 4th time of being told, look, your friends are going to die if you don't get in the Gundam, and he's still doing it, it's like, what's your problem, dude? What's so hard about that? If somebody tells you, like, if somebody comes around tomorrow and says to you, you know, your family's going to die if you don't pick up a gun and save them or whatever, you know, you'd be in shock, yeah, and be like, oh crap. But at the same time, you'd probably be like, look, this is a situation where this needs to be done, so I'll do it, you know. This is just me thinking about it. It could be totally different from other people's perspectives, which is why I'm asking. But it's like, come on, if somebody tells you that like 3 to 4 times, by the 4th time, you'd expect you'd have a different reaction of just, okay then? You know. The mechanical designer for Macross made the GPO-1, GPO-1 Fulburnian, and the GPO-3, and also made Optimus Prime. That is Shoji Kawamori. To be fair, the year of Mecha has arrived. Dude, we started early with all the model kits coming out by Motoroid. Double O Riser was cool, says Classic. Indeed. If the writers could only spin the idealistic, immature youngster protagonist so many times before it gets exhausting. I suppose there's an inner conflict fighting against someone he was otherwise friends with. Oh, for Athron. Yeah, I suppose you could. Yeah, I think that... Because the thing is, I always look at things in a very sort of, like, blunt way. So thinking about it that way, it's like... Yeah, I suppose when Kira knows he's fighting against Athron, it's that frustration that probably makes him get really upset and cry. Because he's like, dude, I don't want to kill who's basically my best friend. You know. That would make more sense, but it's just the way that you think about it. If it's described in the same way that I'm kind of doing it, where it's just like, dude, what? You know. DXM 2 releasing alongside AC6 will not go well for DXM. If anything releases that's mech related alongside AC, it's not going to go well. Q was annoying, but got a little bit better later. That's because... But that's why Canard is better. He's a Kira clone that doesn't cry. Plus the Hyperion Gundam is Chef's Kiss, says Exram. Damon, you can go get a sandwich there, dude. Like, I'll admit, I've mentioned plenty of times on stream that I think I might be going too hard on Seed because of Kira and stuff. It's just... It's weird seeing a protagonist cry that much compared to stuff that I've watched in the past, you know? Good question. Can you just go with killing people and not have some issues with it, says Proof? That's where I'm coming from. It's like, I don't know whether it's just me or not. Maybe it's just me having issues, you know? It's why I raised this question over and over again, because it's like, is it just me? Am I literally just too flat out cold to watch Seed? Do I need a little bit more empathy? You know, maybe I should go back and watch it now that I have a little bit more. try and look at it with a little bit more of an open mind. Considering I admittedly have more empathy than I did ages ago.
Tunnel transport.
Dude, are you kidding me? We've got 12 crystals here.
Tunnel transport.
Ah! Come on! Doo-doo. Doo-doo-doo-doo. Doo-doo.
Tunnel transport.
Give me the tunnel transport! I need it for the crystals!
Tunnel transport.
Like, seriously? Is it just me lacking empathy is the reason why, I don't enjoy Seed that much? Teleport those sandwiches, says Ember. Seed, I feel overplayed that card, though, says Devasia. Some crystals are being used to power buildings. Ah, okay. That's fair. Damon running to get his sandwiches. Stealth, ever since you said the support station does the exact same thing as the cafeteria, I've just never used the cafeteria ever again. Dude, I love the way you can see the sandwiches inside the support station there. Doo-doo. Bum, 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 boo-doo. I could easily have just teleported in like a small transport truck for everybody, but it's fine. Just wait until we get a tunnel transport and then we're good. I mean, Amuro wasn't much different, says Proof. The difference is I've not watched quite a lot of classic UC. I've mentioned that before when I've said, like, look, when I watched Gundam, in order it was that I watched them at least, it was Wing, then G, then 8th Team, then Double O. Bits of Seed here and there on YouTube, the Build series, IBO, actually no, sorry. Before the Build series it was Stardust Memory, then the Build series, IBO, I'm trying to remember what else I've watched. Swear there's like something else in there, but yeah, basically I didn't watch a lot of classic UC, so no Zeta, no Double Zeta. I've only experienced those through like video games, so Dynasty Warriors, Gundam and stuff. I suppose I actually should do myself a favor and actually go back and watch that stuff just so I can compare.
Power path.
Eastern writing in general tends to be emotionally reliant. Things fall apart under scrutiny. I just couldn't keep doing it after a while, says Ember. Jamming for trucks, beer, and Lego sandwiches. Oh yeah, AC guy drill for Lego. This is classic. Let's actually see where classic is here. The difference being Amuro swayed more into mental exhaustion than emotional, says Devasia. The character drama of Seed was pretty lazy. Reusing animation sometimes in multiple episodes is lazy. Oh, definitely. Power scaling is bull outside of the plot armor. Says, I remember the reused animation because there's a meme of it where it's I think it's a 9 by 4 or 5, I think it is, the way that it's laid out. But it's the exact same scene from Seed and Seed Destiny redone multiple times for different suits when they're fighting. It's pretty nuts. It also has to do with the delivery. Kira was annoying, but Amuro and Camille weren't annoying, but they also cried. Says Eggsram. Oh, dude, Classic's just chowing down on a pizza there. Classic, how does it feel to have an entire pizza? Did you just... Oh, you just go in the tunnel not the tunnel... Yeah, tunnel transport.
Tunnel transport.
He's away in like 2 seconds. He had a pizza and then he's going flying. At least he's flying on a full stomach. I love the way you can just see Tiny Classic in the cockpit there.
Tunnels
Ah. Where's my pizza, Dave? You've been only giving me sandwiches, says Eggs Ram. Dude, are you even down in the tunnels here? Let's find out. I don't think you are, because this looks like proof. Oh no, it's Devasia. Let's see. Where are you at, Eggs Ram? There's Dragux. So we got Dragux and Devasia. Teleport the pizza. There's Ember. Hey, there you are. There's Eggs Ram. Who else we gotta go? There's Ion, I believe? I mean, for past streams, only sandwiches existed, says Eggs Ram. I think that's because I had the canteen. And the canteen only did sandwiches. A lot of companies redo the arts, like Disney. Lol, why I refuse to do that with my art. Let's see, who's this? That's Young. Now we got a 2-hour limit, there's proof. See who else we've got in here? There's Stealth. And then Audio should be the last one. Yeah, there we go. There's Audio because of his crazy alien face thing that he's got. Let's get another couple of tunnel transports here. Let's give Audio the I don't think he has training for it. Love the way Audio's description for his Rock Raider was literally just make me the edgiest person ever. Now hopefully this stuff can get cleared up super fast now, and then we can just complete the mission and away we go. Where did Stealth run off to? There's Damon. Dreaming of sandwiches. So that means Stealth's got to be somewhere around here. There's proof. There's Ember. Are they both going for... Oh, they're both going for stuff over there. There's Devasia. Dude, honestly, it's fun just going... Oh, there we go. There's Stealth. It's fun just going around into these different areas and looking at everything. Is that me? Yep, there's me. Let's actually go into first person and have a look around while we're waiting. There's Young. Oh. There's Ion. Let's clean this up. Okay. Let's go see who's over here. Playing as myself in first person is really weird. This sandwich was like a mother to me arm roast, says Eggs Ram. Dave, you mean the Obari pose they did every time? This is proof. Wait, what? Oh, he was meant Damon. You can see your feet. The magic of New Age graphics, says Dragux. Dude, where you at? I know you're around here somewhere. There's Proof and Ember. There's Bandit. There's Troop Transport. Sorry, Troop Transport. Tunnel Transport. Is that Audio or Classic that's flying there? Let's go find out. My Lego man needs to share the pizza, says Classic. Let's see, are you... Oh, there's Audio, so this one's Classic that's driving this one then. See if we can see him. Oh, jeez. I think they've collected all of the energy crystals. Let's go find where Dragux is at. There's Devasia. There's Damon. You can see Damon from a mile away just because of his gold suit. Somebody's got the lights on over there. Hey, there goes Damon. That's Dragox, I believe. Lifting an energy crystal. That's no energy crystal, says Dragox. That's just crystallized nitro. There we go. What are you doing now? Oh, you're getting a shovel. Picking up a shovel from the tool shed so that you can help with the floor here. Ember's already doing it. Okay. I think we're done with this level. Let's have a look. We need to get rid of some of this stuff. So we need to teleport some of you guys up, and we need to get rid of some of the bigger stuff as well. Let's teleport me back up. There's eggs ram. Proof. Devasia and Young. We'll give them a break in a moment. Okay, they can go back up. They're all nice and safe. Proof only just came down. There's eggs ram. Because Damon's done so much today, let's send him back up to the ship. You can have a break. There's Ion. The reason why I'm doing this is just so it doesn't use up as much oxygen when I'm sending all the stuff back up. And then collecting the crystals. Because we're about to get rid of the power station. Which then leaves me with 19 minutes. And I just realised I kind of needed that. Oh well. I got an idea for this. Can't remember which Gundam show had actual aliens. That was Double O. That was literally Gundam Double O. Classic! My man, let's get you going here. Let's do... Oh, dude, you can actually see the cockpit? Oh, that's awesome. Dude! The only problem is I can't pick this stuff up. Excuse me. Audio's flying in the way here. Oh, now he's just clipping through me, it's fine. Right, let's fly over here. Let's go see what everybody else is doing, then we'll fly over there and end the level. Cockpit has an interior model, that's awesome. Indeed, and it's accurate as well. It's accurate to the actual minifigs and stuff and sets. Ooh. There's everybody else down below us here. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to go over here, get rid of this tunnel transport and use it for getting Classic over to help us complete the mission. And then we'll be putting all the energy crystals there, and then we are done. Oh, come on now. Oh, trying to get the tunnel transport inside here is a bit of a pain. Right now, our Classic completes the level. We can get all these energy crystals with the other one. See, it's going to come home in on them now. Plus, we can get these other Rock Raiders to go around here and put those in, so we're good. This is Unreal Engine, correct? Yes. If so, amazing how the game is actually controlled in a small rectangular box. Yeah, it's unreal. They've literally painstakingly recreated the entirety of Rock Raiders, the PC game from like 1999, 2000 in Unreal. And I say that because literally this feels pretty much like the original to me, but obviously with new features such as new vehicles, the customization, the certain other skills that newer vehicles now have, like Devasia before saying there was no tunnel transport in the original. It's interesting. It's like a very well done recreation that is obviously made full of love from the fans, which is why I like it. It's just so damn good.
Tunnel
Just need
transport.
to get rid of the tunnel transport now, while everybody's over here. I'm thinking good damage, but it was aliens, but it turned out to be humans on Mars at the end. Double O actually had aliens. Double O had the ELS, which were alien life forms that were made out of liquid metal, like Terminator. That were only in the Double O movie, Awakening of the Trailblazer. Because the way that Age worked is that the Vegans were supposed to be aliens until they found out, and I think it was season 1, that they weren't aliens, they were actually just people from Mars or something. Or Jupiter. There we go, there's another 94 there. Age was so dumb. Researched it recently, I can't stand with it. The thing is, it's like, I actually enjoyed Age.
Down the middle.
Age was actually pretty fun, to be honest. The third part of Age, not so much. Parts 1 and 2 were really enjoyable. You know. Let's see. Let's go here. How much did we actually farm there? Only 94 energy crystals. I swear we got more. Right, so no belts, no leg gear, so it's just headgear, neckwear, and visors, which cost more. Dude, I gotta get the ice planet stuff eventually. Let's try and get through all. We've still not got through all of the torso pieces. Are you kidding me? 5, 10, 15, 20. So it's 3, 30, 60, 90. So that'd cover another level's worth of this. 30, 60, 90. 30, 60, 90. Dude, this is like 4 runs of that one level just to complete that bit. And then I've got to do... Where is it? Headgear is going to be absolutely insane because headgear costs 10 each. Love the alien ones. That's going to be fun. Getting those. And then visors, I think, are 10 each. So we've still got a way to go. I do like this customization though. It's so good. Just wish that was in the original. Better get a button and start grinding, says Dragos. Hell no. One thing I do want to do is customize some of these eventually. So like, there's Classic, there's Damon, there's Dave. I really, really want to put me in the Ice Planet stuff if possible. Yeah, Ice Planet 2002. Let's see. Without the helmet, it looks really silly. I love the Space Force stuff as well. There was a load of good Lego themes that were like really old that were based in space. Give me jet stuff for now. Headgear, let's obviously keep the headgear like that. Visor can... maybe? Yeah, I'll go with that. I'll run visor on that, and we'll do faceplates. It's just, it reminds me of Aliens, that one, for some weird reason. You got that one. Let's see. There was a mixture of those the other night, I swear. That one's for the movie, I think. Yeah, let's do that one. And then we got legs. The heck's that? It's like shorts or something? Oh, dude, let's just go with that for now. Or, actually, let's do that, because that's kind of unique. Who are you making now? I'm just editing my one a little bit. With some of those parts, you might be able to make the professional foot warmer. Oh, dude, yeah, definitely. Let's see. Ultras, I don't even have you in here, do I? Dude, I'm going to have to get you in eventually. Obviously, when I got more time, I'm just going to finish up real quickly. What I'm going to do as well is see if I can do... There we go. Let's actually change Ember's one so it's more accurate. Let's clear that one. Clear that based off other stuff. And then we'll do one of the female faces. Just do... Visor, man. Ember, which female face do you want? Because the visor opens when you're not doing stuff, so... If Ember's still in here. For now, let's just go with that one. There we go. Outside of, I think, Jet from the normal cast, Ember's literally like the only female member of the crew here. I'll have to put Jen in and Sean and Stu at some point. That'll be fun. Right, people. Thank you very much again. It has been very fun. I shall talk to you tomorrow at some point, probably. So yeah, thank you very much for sticking around with me. I'll see you on the next one. Bye!